Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with Beloved Beauty Monthly for the month of September. Beloved Beauty Monthly is an opportunity for me to talk with you about what we did in the previous month, which in this case would be August, and what my plans are for the month of September. So I do want to give a quick update about the focus issue. I did put a post on my community tab. It's very valuable to me to hear the frustrations that people feel. A few people commented that the focus was really distracting, and I'm not sure what changed because I don't know what causes it or anything, but I thought I had hit a dead end in terms of resolution, but I did order a new webcam, so that will be arriving on Tuesday, and I'm hopeful that will help regulate that focus a little bit so that it's not going in and out, because I know that can be very distracting for people trying to watch. So that is coming in the near future. I also got a new arm, so I'm hoping that I can make any webcam work. Won't go into all that, but there's webcams that you can't turn to 365. Like, you can't completely turn the camera around and have it face down and not be backwards. And so it's been an experience. So I'm looking forward to that. And so what did we do in the month of August? It was a slower month. I was gone quite a bit. I had some issues with my sister and her roommate, which I talked about and referenced in some videos just briefly. We are past all of that. So, but when you get off and things kind of get discombobulated, it can be hard to get back into the groove of things. And then school started on the 27th of August. So I'm back in that routine as well, which actually helps me a lot. I'm a very routine scheduled person. So when I have a schedule, I do a lot better in my life overall. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only did 12 videos in the month of August. That is crazy because I usually do 2 to 3 videos a week, and that just did not happen. Partly, again, because of my schedule. I was gone a couple of times out of town. And so, but that's okay. And I have to be okay with that. I can only do what I can do. And I want to be able to bring you content that is valuable to you and that is well done. So yeah, a little bit less this month. So I got the gift journal from Evie, my friend Evie. What a sweetheart. And I already did the flip through on that, but man, you guys, that journal blessed me so much. And I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where you receive something from someone completely unexpectedly, and it's just like, oh my goodness, that was exactly what I needed in this moment. And that's how that journal felt to me. So I actually have it in my room, and I'm using it. So I'm going to be using it for some very particular, very personal things. So yeah, I was very, very blessed by that. So thank you again, Evie, for that beautiful, beautiful, heartfelt journal. And then we also did the beach themed paper bag journal. I did Beloved Beauty Monthly, obviously, for July. I did the Out with the Bang summer collaboration. That was a collaboration put on by Mandy Reed and Julie from Julie's Papercraft, I believe. And I did an envelope folio kind of thing, but I mixed mediatized the cover, and that was super fun. So I got to bring you guys along and show you again how you can add texture, add some grunge and all of that. So that was super fun. It was in the midst of a lot of the chaos, so I was really glad that I was able to focus in and get that done. So we did the Joyful Spring Topper. I am working on finishing that journal this weekend. This is Labor Day weekend. And so I'm looking forward to getting that finished and getting it off to the recipient, who actually saw the flip through for the Winter Wonder Journal number 2, and she purchased that one as well. So I'll be sending both of those to her. So I'm very, very, very blessed that people want the journals. I mean, it's just like what started out as just a fun craft has turned out to be something really great and really beautiful. So I'm very blessed. We did beeswax semi-transparent window ephemera. That was very, very fun as well. I did the flip through of the Sweet Yvonne journal. That was the flip through of the journal that she sent me. So we did exchange and did the swap and waited painstakingly through the travel process for journals going to and from the U.S. to Netherlands. So yeah, I received my journal and it was absolutely phenomenal. And then Yvonne has also received hers. She knows that it's at her home. She's, I think, arriving back there today as of Sunday the 1st. So she hasn't seen it yet. So I'm super excited for her to see her journal. So I did the flip through showing you the journal that she made me. And that was really, really beautiful. So many beautiful personal touches that just, again, just really, really blessed me and really surprised me. And I was very honored to receive such a beautiful, beautiful journal from Yvonne. So we did the accordion bookmarks. Those were very fun. They were very popular. I think that ephemera that really is versatile and it serves multiple functions. It goes really well because that's what people are looking for a lot of the time. So I'm always glad when that happens. I did a lot of oldies but goodies is what I called them during the month of August because I just didn't have the capacity to be creative, be newly creative. So I did go back to some old ones that I've done in the last 2 or 3 years. So, but that's okay too. Your Creative Studio reached out to me again and I did receive a box and it was the Lily themed box. So that was fun. I did the unboxing for that. I am going to come back and do a little project. Not sure exactly what. As soon as I get my life back on the rails, we'll be good. We did the Delicious Mixed Media Paper Parts 1 and 2. That was a blast. It was very different than the mixed media paper I usually make where I coffee dye the paper, I put a stencil on top, and then I drop ink or paint onto the paper through the stencil and get some really cool results. This time we texturized the paper before we coffee dyed it and before we added any color, and they were absolutely mind-blowing. I don't even mind saying that. They were phenomenal. They were so much fun, and so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know a lot of people don't have all of those supplies, but if it sometimes just being in seeing something like that can inspire you to think outside of the box, think outside of your normal go-to creative methods and things, and begin to think outside of that. So that's always a good thing. Even if it's not your jam, they turned out beautiful. It was a phenomenal process. So we did Crash Your Trash episode 24. Again, my goal, again, August just disappeared, but my goal is to do that at least 2 times a month, maybe more. It's very, very popular. People really like it, and I need to get back into that and do a little bit more creative work with my scraps or with packaging and things like that. So we'll be doing more of that. And then the last video I did in August was the Stack and Whack tags. Those were inspired by Jez over at Nigeza Creates. Fantastic woman. I just love her to pieces. I love watching her videos. She's one of my favorite people to listen to when I'm just putzing around the house, or I'm just sitting in the living room just watching YouTube on TV, and or if I'm here in the studio and I'm not filming, I will watch her and listen to her videos. So she's a real sweetheart. But she did a collaboration with, I believe it was with Rachel Bella Crafts, and she did what she called Stack and Whack tags. So if you haven't seen those, you can check out that video as well. All of these that I just mentioned were done in the month of August. So what do we have going forward? So in September, my goal is to finish the Joyful Spring Journal, which I'm hoping to have done in the next three to 4 days. And then the At the Beach journal as well. That one is not sold, so if it's something that you're interested in, you can definitely let me know. Send me an email. My contact information is always in the description box, so you can let me know if you're interested in that journal. We can talk about the details of that as well. So that will be done here probably in the next 2 weeks as well. So that being said, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I'm not a big fan of traditional fall journal making. I just don't do it well. The typical way that people create around fall, and I do not do Halloween at all. And so I will even be minimizing how much time I spend in junk journal groups, because I honestly get triggered by Halloween stuff. So it's a lot better than it used to be, but it's not something that I can take in on a daily basis. So that's no judgment to anybody at all. That's just my personal stuff. And so I'm not sure. I did a beautiful autumn journal last year using some papers from Louisa Heinzel. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking for something in that vein, but I also thought it would be fun to do another bohemian journal. That was the first big journal theme that I did, was a bohemian journal, and it was so much fun. So I'm tossing around that idea. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to see in terms of a theme for a next journal on the channel, because I do create a lot of the ephemera on camera with you guys. So you can let me know in the comments what you fancy, like what would you like to see. I always work with more than one journal at a time, or more than one project at a time. So I'm also thinking about dipping back into some of the beautiful papers from Daisy over at French Cottage Shabby, and she's put out a lot of new art in digital form. So I'm going to poke around and see if there's anything that really speaks to me. I'm very much an inspirational creator. I have a really hard time creating journals and ephemera when I'm not deeply inspired by the papers, by the images, by the artistry of the actual stuff that I'm using. So that is that. And then so you can let me know ideas. We're going to continue with Crash Your Trash. I didn't get Sunday's Art of Truth done in the month of August. I just completely run out of time. I also sprained my ankle twice, and so that set me back with a number of things as well. So I'm going to turn the camera around, or rather switch to my other camera, because I want to show you my new planner. So let me show you this one, in case you haven't been following. This was my planner for, I started this in May, so it was May, June, July, August, so 4 months in one journal. It's not very chunky. It's still got a lot more room to grow, so I'm going to be continuing to work on that. I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to print off some photos from the summer and get some of this updated. The first 2 months were pretty easy for me to keep up on, but as I got towards the end, it got harder and harder just because of life. So but I'm gonna go ahead and switch cameras and show you the new one. So I'm super excited about that, and I'll talk to you about what's different. So give me just a moment to switch over. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you this in just a second, but you might be noticing that I did put some contact paper on a piece of poster board underneath my glass mat. I really like my glass mat because I can do anything on it and just wipe it off. But I thought this would solve my focus problem. It did not. So I promise you guys, I'm trying. I just don't know what else to do. I'm completely at a loss. So I did try this. I like the look of it, so I will keep doing it. I will use it. But even now I can see the focus just being weird. But anyway, this is my new journal. This is going to be August, September, October, November, and I did it based on seasons. So again, I'm using the kits from 49 Dragonflies, and this fabric I think I got at Joann's Fabric. I hit a sale and I picked up like 4 or 5 different yards of fabric for journals, and so I really love the watercolor effect of this. So I did do it different in that it's not a soft cover. It is a traditional journal for me. It's a hardcover. It is a hidden spine, and I lined it the inside with the She Decided paper because I am in a space currently where I'm really struggling with the truth. And I'm getting really kind of bombarded by negative thinking. And so this always really speaks to me, about she decided to be kind to herself, take care of, be careful of who she lets in her circle and all of those things. So I did the front inside cover, the back inside cover, and then the spine piece as well. So this is this is for September. This is again all from 49 Dragonflies. So I did minimize my papers, and I didn't put envelopes and paper bags and stuff in here this time because I did not find that I used it. And so I believe each signature has 8 pages, maybe 9. And I figured out how I'm going to use my habit tracker, and I'm going to get diligent on using the step tracker. So really beautiful images. I did also put some vellum in because I love the aesthetic of that. For my journals. So again, you can see this is a week. I do have a date stamp that I purchased that I just date stamp each of those as I go along. So that is the month of August. And I love this because I did put some beads on this time. So kind of hard to see. And they're kind of seasonal themed too. So very fun. This is this would be, so August, September, October, November. So December, January, February, March is this winter one. I wasn't a huge fan of this kit, but I thought, you know what? Sometimes we need to try something new. And so it was the better of the choices for winter themed. So the foxes are absolutely adorable, and I love all the hearts. So similar style, similar pages, but look at those images. Aren't they so precious? And I loved bringing the pink in, so I printed this pink paper on the back of some of them, which I love. And so, yeah, a little bit less space to do stuff in, I think, I'm not sure. I still might have a lot going on here, but I'm going to go back to that one, and I'm going to do some collage work in it in my spare time, and and fill it up. But I figured I would do the same here. I'm going to do a lot of pictures and pockets and things for this going forward. This will be spring. So isn't that so cute? I can't remember what it's called. I will try to link all of them in the description box so you can see. This paper was not the best choice to go with this kit, but I was printing a lot of papers and needing to back them all. So I think this is paper from Pink Monarch Prints. It's a whole kit. But I love this one. So isn't that so beautiful and so subtle? So, sorry. I'm not a big fan of this either. I think it's a herring, but I just love the imagery. And again, sometimes it's good to go outside of your comfort zone and look at things, let your eyes see things that you would not normally be attracted to, because the artwork on it is incredible. So beautiful. And then again, vellum pages. I think this one worked out okay for color, but that's okay. And let's see. Oh, and then look at this image. Isn't she so beautiful? Just so stunning. And then I just inserted a piece of ledger printed on some vellum as well. And so I'm not going to show you all of them. Really beautiful papers. And then this is Summer. This is her Bohemian Summer. And I loved the papers in this kit. I don't know that I would use the kit, use this kind of paper for anything other than a planner, but this is the monthly page. So every a quarter of this planner has a page that has the month. So that's really handy as well. I realized this paper's was upside down, but you know what? It's mine. So again, week 1. So there's 5 weeks, and she supplies all 5 weeks in the digital kit. So yeah, really super fun papers and patterns that I think are perfect for summer. So yeah, that's my journal. That's my planner, rather. So I wanted to show you that. I did set some time aside and worked on that. And then I was looking at this fabric and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the cover. And I had bumped into this image on Pixabay when I was working on my July planner in the other book, and I actually am using her in that planner in some of my photos. So I just thought she was really beautiful and goes very, very well with the colors in the fabric and stuff. And then again, beautiful, beautiful. Let me see if I can get those up for you. Beads, 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 and more beads. Very, very much seasonal. So that is it, my friends. That's all I have for you for today. I thank you for stopping by, and I thank you again for your continued support. I think I'm going to do a giveaway when we get to 6,000 subscribers. We're not that far away, so I mean, we're a little ways away, but you know, you got to dream big. So I will be giving some thought to that in terms of what I want to do. And yeah, so thank you again. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.